The woman nobody chose. Margaret was 48 years old. She was kind. She was hardworking. She cooked well, she kept her home clean, and she had a good heart. But she had never been married. And it was not because she did not want to be. Every man who came close to her would leave. Some left without explanation. Some gave excuses. Some just disappeared. She would meet a man, things would seem to be going well, and then, nothing. He would be gone. She started to wonder. What is wrong with me? At first, she blamed her looks. So she changed her hair, bought new clothes, and started wearing makeup. Still, nothing changed. Then she blamed her personality. Maybe she was too quiet. So she tried to be more outgoing. Still, the men left. Then one day, her neighbor said to her, "Margaret, maybe something is following you. Maybe you are cursed." That one sentence changed everything, but not in a good way. Margaret began to believe it. She started seeing herself differently. Not as a woman with value, but as a woman under a dark cloud. A woman nobody could love. A woman something was wrong with. So she started going to prayer houses. The first prophet told her there was a spiritual husband blocking her marriage. He asked for money for a special prayer. She paid. Nothing changed. The second one told her that her village people were behind it. He gave her water to drink and oil to rub on her body. She did everything. Nothing changed. The third one told her to come back 7 times for 7 different prayers. She went. She paid. She cried on that altar many times. Still, nothing changed. Years passed. Margaret was tired. She had spent her savings. She had driven long distances to different prayer houses. She had fasted, she had followed every instruction. But she was still alone. And now she felt even worse than before, because now she truly believed something was wrong with her. She stopped going to church. She stayed home on Sundays. She sat by her window and watched neighbors. With their husbands, their children, their noise and laughter, and she felt invisible. One night, she sat on the floor of her bedroom and cried until she could not cry anymore. Then she said something she had never said before. "God, are you even there?" The room was quiet. But something in that quiet was different. It did not feel empty. It felt like someone was listening. She did not know why, but she kept talking. "I'm tired. I have been to so many places looking for answers. I have paid money, I have prayed other people's prayers, I have done everything they told me to do. And nothing has changed. I don't even know who I am anymore." She paused. "But tonight, I don't want to talk to a prophet. I want to talk to you. Just you. Like a daughter talking to her father." She wiped her face. "Daddy, what is wrong with me? Why do they all leave? Am I really cursed? Did you forget about me? Because sometimes it feels like you did." She laughed a little through her tears, surprised she had said it so plainly. But she kept going. "I'm not going to perform for you tonight. I'm not going to use big prayer words. I'm just going to talk to you the way I'm talking right now. Because I'm too tired to pretend." She did not hear a loud voice. There was no thunder. No vision. But over the following days, something began to shift, not outside her, but inside her. She started reading her Bible on her own. Not because a prophet told her to, but because she was hungry. She started waking up in the mornings and just talking to God before she got out of bed. Simple words. Real words. "Good morning. I don't know what today holds. But I trust you." She started feeling less heavy. The cloud that had sat on her chest for years began to lift slowly. One Sunday, she went back to church. Not to find a husband. Not to look for a prophet. She went because she wanted to worship. And for the first time in years, she felt like herself again. Months passed. Then one evening, a man named Daniel sat beside her at a community meeting. He was calm, simple, and real. They talked for 2 hours and did not even notice the time. He came back. And he kept coming back. He did not run. 1 year later, he looked at her and said, "Margaret, I don't want to imagine my life without you." She cried. But not the kind of crying she had done on her bedroom floor. This was a different kind. The kind that comes when something long-awaited finally arrives. On her wedding day, someone asked her, "What changed? What did you do differently?" She smiled and said, "I stopped looking for God through other people. I went to Him myself. I talked to Him like a daughter talks to her father. And when I found peace in Him, I stopped carrying that fear that was probably pushing people away without me even knowing it." She paused. "I was never cursed. I was just carrying pain I had never given to the right person." If you are listening to this, and you feel like Margaret felt, tired, confused, and invisible, this is your reminder. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not too much or too little. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stop performing your prayer and just talk to God like He is your Father, because He is. Go to Him yourself. Tell Him the truth. He can handle it. And He is already listening. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs it today.